So Donna, thanks very much for joining me today. We're very excited at the Almonte General Hospital in Fairview Manor that the Lake 88 Radio-a-thon is coming up. And of course, we benefit from some of the donations that come in, and that's much appreciated. Why is it so important for Lake 88 to do these kinds of community initiatives?
Well, I think, first of all, thank you. Thank you for having me on board. And I think when it comes to the Radio-a-thon, for the people involved in the radio station, firstly, it really gives us a chance to reconnect with what radio is all about. So it's a fantastic day from the morning to the very end, where we get to really converse with our listeners and to put it out there and let them know, okay, here's what's happening right now with the hospitals. And so in sending out that story, we ask them to respond and with donations throughout the day, and their stories as well, their experiences with the hospital. And it's all day long, the phones are ringing off the hook, and it's wonderful. And we really get to interact with our audience. So it's important for us to sort of reach right out and say, okay, this day is all about the region. It's all about what's going on in our communities. And right now, of course, the hospital situation is in a crisis in a lot of places. So they're ready to respond. They're eager to respond, and they've always been so generous. So
the Almonte General Hospital, Smith Falls, Perth, and Carleton Place hospitals all benefit from this, and that's terrific. But I think for you, Donna, there's a special connection with the Almonte Hospital.
Yes, I was born at the Almonte Hospital on a cold day in December. Way back when, and raised in Almonte, went to St. Mary's School and Almonte High School, and dearly love my little hometown. So when we're on the air and when we're reaching out and when we're talking about the region, it really has always been, there's always been a close connection between Almonte, Carleton Place, Perth, Smith Falls, Westport, whatever you're involved in, we're always traversing in and about our communities. We do sports together. We shop in and out. And we have family that has moved in throughout the area. So when we reach out, and Lake 88 is lucky to have the coverage that we do, and to be able to reach out regionally and say, as a community at large, let's see what we can do here, because you never know what service you may need from any of these hospitals. I know the birthing unit at the Almonte Hospital has a fantastic reputation, and I know a number of nieces and nephews and who've had their kids there as well. So yeah, when it comes to Almonte, I certainly have a soft spot, and yeah, that's a special note for me.
Do you mind sharing your maiden name, Donna?
Oh, I'm a Hickey.
That's right. That's right.
I'm from the Hickey clan.
That's right.
So yeah.
Donna, having worked on the radio-a-thons now for a couple of years, what's the biggest thing that you've been struck with in terms of the stories you've heard and the information that you've learned? And as you said, we really focus on that regional healthcare piece that day, and you do talk to a lot of your audience. What's something that you've really been struck with?
Well, I think as it has been for a lot of our listeners as well, I think the biggest thing right off the hop for all of us was we were aghast when we found out that equipment was not covered by any government funding. Like, that was a real wake-up call. And that, when we received that information, we decided, okay, that needs to be our focal point right there. Because if we don't know about that, then there's a good chance there's a whole lot of listeners out there that aren't aware of it. October 14th from 6 a.m. And we'll be giving out phone numbers throughout the day. So there will be collecting funds for the community health centers in the area, as well as the hospitals. So Almonte Hospital, Smiths Falls and Perth and Carleton Place, and then some of the community care centers that serve us as well. So throughout the day, we'll be giving out specific phone numbers that you can call in and donate whatever. And for everybody, if everybody in the area called in with $5, then yahoo, that's a lot of money at the end of the day. So thank you, because it's a whole bunch of those little donations that really,
that's right, that add up, that's right.
Yeah.
I always say that $20 is very meaningful to the person that's giving.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what's important, that it's
Yes.
meaningful, and that when you give a donation, you should feel great.
Yep.
And it's not about the amount, it's about you feeling like you've been part of the solution. Donna, thanks so much
You're
for
so
chatting
welcome.
with me. And I look forward to speaking with you that day, and come back and visit Almonte anytime you want.
You bet.
Thank you.
Go Almonte. All righty.